Yes, indeed. B Marsh Boxing. B Marsh Boxing. Top of the morning was good boxing heads and fight fans around the world. I'm back at it with another boxing video. So I woke up like this. So like I woke up this morning, man. Did my daily ritual, man. Go check out what's really good in the boxing scene in the boxing world on these articles. And man, I run into this article, man. And this shit kind of stunned me, man. But hey, that's the nature of the beast when you're in the incarcerated, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you know, you'll be lucky if you don't get into no kind of altercation. You know what I'm saying? You check it, but hey, my guy Avtandil Khurtsidze, a guy from Georgia, not Georgia for United States down south, no, but Georgia, former USSR territory, Russian territory. Well, the guy from Georgia, man, my guy Khurtsidze, man, he got shanked, man. He got stabbed in the face. You know what I mean? My guy, he suffered multiple stab wounds, including wounds to the face. You know what I mean? Now, this guy apparently he's over there in the Brooklyn lockup, federal lockup at the Brooklyn what is it? What they call it? The MDC, Brooklyn Metropolitan Detention Center. You know what I mean? And the guy's been in there, and this in June 2018, Khurtsidze was found guilty of racketeering, wire fraud, and other charges that were connecting him to a boss based out of Brooklyn. I don't know if he's from Russia or Cyprus, but a guy by the name of Shalaya. And Shalaya, according to the feds, they calling his outfit, they calling it the Shalaya Enterprise. You know what I mean? So while waiting for their sentence, because like I said, Khurtsidze and then they already been found guilty. You know what I mean? And the man is facing 40 years. I made a video about that. Trust and believe. Ever since I know Khurtsidze, I've been on it. You know what I mean? I've been following him. You know what I mean? I've been covering his stories. You know what I mean? Because from the from the Antoine Douglas fight that I came home from watching Jesse Vargas, Saddam Ali, Tony Thompson versus Luis Ortiz. I came home from the DC Armory that night. Showbox had a card. I come home, I put on Showbox, and I'm seeing this guy Kershaw destroying a DC native, Antoine Douglas. Beat the shit out of him. You know what I'm saying? The man Kershaw was like 30 something years old, and the dude Antoine Douglas was like 19 years old. But man, that was my first introduction to Kershaw. That I've been on it. I watched him in that fight. I watched him destroy the man Tommy Langford with that left hook, and I covered him in that build up for that his first world title fight for the WBO middleweight title when he was supposed to fight the man Billy Joe Saunders. But in between, after the press conference and all that, that's when he got nabbed. You know what I'm saying? He got picked up by the feds, and according to the feds, they said they had footage on him on CCTV on camera snuffing somebody who owes the Shulaya Enterprise some money. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, while awaiting sentencing at the BMDC Brooklyn Metropolitan Detention Center, Khurtsidze and Shulaya were both attacked by men who are believed to be members of a Colombian gang. You know what I'm saying? Now, it's a website from Russia, the Crime Russia reports. They're the ones who put this news out there, you know what I mean? And they said that Shulaya and Khurtsidze suffered multiple stab wounds, and the cause of the incident is unknown, but it began with a verbal dispute between the Shulaya, the leader of the organization, and the leader of a Colombian gang that escalated into a physical fight. Khurtsidze, who during the trial process was accused of he's being accused of being the enforcer, basically the muscle behind the Shulaya enterprise. He involved himself in the fight in an attempt to, you know, to ride out for his boss, and the man got shanked up, man. And according to the articles, man, these guys got cut up in the face. You know what I mean? Now the pair, both of these guys have been in the federal lockup for over a year. You check it. So, like I said, man, before his arrest, man, Kershaw was about to fight. He was the reigning WBO International Interim World Champion, and he was scheduled to face the man Billy Joe Saunders in July of 2017. You know what I'm saying? But the fight was canceled because Kershaw was arrested and he was stripped of his International Interim WBO title. You know what I mean? And also, the article says Khurtsidze announced last month that he plans to relinquish his Georgian citizenship. So what that mean? Does he have Russian citizenship? What does that mean? But anyways, at the end of the day, man, you see, man, the federal lockup, dogs. It's not like your typical state prisons. You know what I mean? The federal lockup, you gonna be in there with hey, you gonna be in there with La Cosa Nostra leaders, members, bosses. You're gonna be in there with Russian syndicates. You're gonna be in there with bank robbers from probably from like Boston, Massachusetts, and Charlestown, because they were famous for the armed robbery, bank robbery thing. You know what I mean? You might be in there with gangbangers. You know what I'm saying? Whether they GDs, gangster disciples, Bloods or Crips. You're gonna be in there with Nuestras, you know what I mean? What you call them? Them Noreños and Soreños, Mexicans, you know what I mean? Whether it's Southern Californian Mexican gangs, syndicates, and or Northern Californian syndicates. Also, there's Texas syndicates. You're gonna be in there with Dominicans, you know what I mean? You're gonna be in there with Colombians. You're gonna be in there with some Yardmans, some Jamaicans. It's all kind of fellas in the federal lockup. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be in there with these are all classifications by the federal bureau system. You know what I mean? The prisons Federal Bureau of Prisons. They classify these as you get go into the system. You're gonna be classified by which crew or car you ride with. You know what I mean? Which gang member crew you ride with. You might be in there with DC blacks. They consider fellas from DC. You know what I mean? They consider them like a kind of gang because DC blacks are ruthless. That's what they call them, DC blacks. Because in DC we don't have no prison system here. We used to have one years ago till 1997. Lorton, that's based in Virginia, and they shut that down because Lawton was a gladiator school. There was a lot of violence popping off in there. Niggas getting killed, shanked up, raped, all kinds of heinous activities going up in Lawton. Trust me, I live in DC, and man, believe you me, I've known plenty of fellas who came home, fellas OGs from the 80s, 90s, who put me on to what's really good up in the Lawton system, you know what I mean? So, long story short, fellas from DC get shipped all over the country. You know what I'm saying? Which is a damn shame because if you commit state crimes, let's say you're from Pennsylvania or Virginia, you're gonna get locked up in your state. Well, DC fellas, man, they might get shipped out to the state of Washington. They might get shipped out to Texas, Kansas, anywhere. You know what I'm saying? So when you're in the federal lockup, man, it's all kind of nationalities in there, fellas from all over. You know what I'm saying? You basically gonna have to ride with where you from. You know what I mean? And Khurtsidze trying to stand up for his boss, Shulaya. And hey, they both got cut up and shanked up, you know what I mean? It's a damn shame because, like I said, man, this guy is a guy who I was following from day one. You know what I'm saying? From when I first seen him in Showbox with his Mike Tyson style. He got a classic interview, I believe it's with IFL TV here on YouTube when he calls himself, I am Brooklyn Black Man. I'm Sexy Man. And he's just a jovial character, you know what I'm saying? So it's a damn shame my guy's facing that 40 years, got shanked up, you know what I'm saying? Well, hey, that's how it goes in the federal lockup, man. You gotta keep that shank on you, man. You gotta ride out, man. You gotta keep your tool on you because anything could pop off, you know what I'm saying? And Khurtsidze found out the hard way, you know what I mean? Boxing fans in the chat. He says, "What going to be Marsh? What happened with that dude?" Yeah, man. Well, what happened with him? He got indicted in a federal indictment by the feds in Brooklyn. Um, just a few months before he was gonna have his first world title opportunity shot at Billy Joe Saunders. You know what I mean? And apparently, he's been in the joint for over a year, and allegedly he got shanked up in the face, man, by some Colombians in a Brooklyn federal lockup. You know what I mean? Because apparently his boss Shulaya got into an altercation with some Colombians and then escalated to a fight, and the man intervened. He got involved, and he got that work too. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy, man. But I wish Kurtzside all the best, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not one of them people who gonna condemn him for his whatever reason he's being incarcerated for because I don't know if that's the truth. I still never even seen that video that the defense claimed that they have him of snuffing somebody and trying to extort him for money. You know what I mean? So, they could say anything. You know what I'm saying? He might have just been maybe an enforcer to some kind of capacity or involved in some kind of capacity with the Russian syndicate based out of Brooklyn. But at the end of the day, man, he was an entertaining guy. He was a guy I love to watch fight. And I wish him all the best, you know what I mean? Legendary Boxers in the chat. He says he was beating people up on the streets. Yeah, that's what the Fed say in the articles. But it's the United States government, dogs. They could say anything to try and incarcerate you, man. The Fed's got like a 90+%. Is it 90+% conviction rate, man? You know what I mean? So they try to stick something on you, it's gonna stick. You know what I mean? So yo, B Marsh Boxing, man, about to seal the deal on this live stream, man. I wish my guy Khurtsidze all the best. Keep your head up in the joint, you know what I mean? And hey, we'll see. I guess we just gonna wait to see. Next time I might make a video about him is when they sentence him. You know what I'm saying? So B Marsh Boxing, leave your thoughts and comments. Big ups to my man Boxing Fam. Big ups to Legendary Boxer. And I'm out of here, kid. One.